Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Fishing with a Twist. I'm your host Alec. Today, I want to teach you guys how to use a bait casting reel. There's many benefits to this. One, you can hold heavier line. There's a stronger drag, usually higher gear ratios. You can hold heavier baits, and it's just a stronger reel in general. So here's the main components that you're going to need to know for the bait casting reel on starting off how to use it. You have your magnetic brakes. Just set those right at 5 when learning how to use it. Don't even move them. Just set them right in the middle, right at 5. Alright? Then you have your normal braking system here. That's just how fast the line comes off the spool. And you have your 5-star drag. Usually it's 5 stars, sometimes it's 4 if it's cheaper. And then you have, of course, the button. Starting off casting a bait casting reel, you're going to turn your braking system, not the magnetic brakes, but the braking system, pretty high up, so that when you push the button and let go of the spool, see my thumb's off the spool, the lure stays in place, as you can see, okay? Then, you're gonna slowly loosen it up, slowly, until that lure falls. So very, very slowly, until that lure falls and hits the ground. So you should have it set to where once you push the button and take your thumb off the spool, the lure falls and hits the ground, and as soon as the lure hits the ground, your spool stops moving. Alright, next is the actual casting part. Push the button down and hold the spool with your thumb, okay? Take your other hand that's on the reel, put it on the back of the rod. Bring it back, and usually I have about 1.5 to 2 feet of line between the rod tip and the lure. Bring it back, and just cast like normal. And as soon as that lure hits the ground, or even right before that lure hits the ground or water, just put your thumb on the spool to keep it to stop it, because otherwise you're gonna cast it, leave it there, and you're gonna get a bird nest like that. That was a very small one because it was a small cast, but they normal size cast, if you're casting out there very far, you're gonna get a big bird nest if you don't listen to that. Okay, so as soon as that lure hits the ground, put your thumb on the spool so it stops moving, and so that you don't have a big backlash. So you always want to start with a side cast, because your lure is parallel most of the time when you're side casting. Here's what I mean. Like, you're casting, and the lure is parallel with the water almost the whole time that you're casting. On an overhand cast, your lure is way up in the air, and you're casting, and it's going at a constant angle toward the ground. And if you let go too late, it's going to go way up in the air, and then straight down, you're going to get no distance. If you let go too early, it's going to go straight into the water or ground, and you're going to get a huge backlash. I made that mistake when I was practicing. I tried to do overhand cast, huge backlash, had to cut it all out of the spool. So that's pretty much it to casting a bait caster. It's not as hard as a lot of people say. To start off with a cheaper one, I'd say about a $50 bait caster, maybe at least $30. Probably between $30 and $50 would be good to start. And just practice casting in your yard. Okay, you don't want to go out in the water, never use a bait caster, and try to use it then. You're going to just end up wasting a lot of time. So just go get a bait caster, practice a lot in your yard, and after a few weeks, you should have it down pretty good, until you can go out on the water and fish with it. So that is a simple tutorial on how to cast a bait casting reel. Hope you guys liked it. One more tip for you guys. Always, always, always start with a monofilament line. It's cheap and it has a lot of memory, so that you can get used to casting mono, because I use mono for top water and crankbaits, and you're going to need mono when casting, when using certain baits. And also you're going to be using fluorocarbon, which also has a lot of memory. If you start off with braid, it has no memory. You're going to get used to using no memory line, and so when you go to a line with memory, monofilament or fluorocarbon, it's going to be much harder. So always start off with a cheap monofilament line. That way, even if you get a backlash, you just cut it out, spool some more line on. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped. And like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.